Hello. Today we're gonna finish up these flame effects, mostly. So what we have right now is we have the shader working, the dark area, and then the flames they never disappear, so that'll be easy fix. The hardest part is going to be getting the flames to stay on the unburnt bits. So like at this point, like these flames shouldn't be there because that's all burnt away. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to see on a small box. But for bigger objects, you don't want them all in the unburnt area either. You just want them in this like little medium area. And then there's lots of tweaking to be made with as far as like the number of flames total. The size of them, I have a few different sizes. Let's see, I've planned out a pretty general game plan for today. Hopefully it goes smoothly, but you never know. So I think right now the flames, I made this before the shader itself, so I think I'm just gonna like scrap that because right now the flames kind of like move on their own just randomly around. I'm gonna give each flame its own like location, its own point on the grid that's updated as there's a texture that's updated as the object burns. So I think I'm gonna assign each flame a point on that texture, and then just like every flame is going to fade out over time, and occasionally a random flame will spawn somewhere else on the box on a partially burnt point. If that was clear at all. It's clear to me, that's all that matters. So we need I don't even need a reference to the point. I'm never gonna reference it because it just spawns and it's gonna fade out. Maybe later on if I want to actually move the flame. So let's do where do I set here? Burn data. Where's that coming from? Oh, there's start. Start data point's different. So when we set the flame to the start point, the set position method automatically clamps it within the bounds. Then this one calls it again just give it a random position. I think I'm fine with just keeping one single burn data point as like the spark. And then that's fine. These starting flames won't adhere to like my rule, but all the ones afterward will. So right now I'm spawning new flames from within the flame class itself, but they need a reference to the burn data from the burnable controller class. Yeah, I think I'll just do it here. I'm already kind of like updating the shader periodically. Just sync it up here. Flame, stay open. So we do need to give them a lifetime. Okay, it's 0 and it adds time. I guess it's, I didn't realize they were disappearing. I guess they're just currently spawning so many. Can't tell. It has a cap. So we create a new flame and add it to the group. I think I'm just gonna copy this over. That's all I need. Spawn a new flame. Update burn is called periodically. Does the texture. Add new flames. We'll see how this looks to add one new flame every time. That's gonna be too much. We'll see how it looks though. So the new flame, probably randomize this in a second. This flames. here's where we want. Does that add it to the group? Initialize. Probably should. I'm actually adding it to the group elsewhere. So we'll just do in the initialize. Add it there. And then we don't need that. Should be fine. So set the position. Alright, let's see if this is adding correctly. Should just be adding it to the center. Probably a whole bunch of them. Yeah, so it just adds in the center. Kind of randomly move around a little bit. Alright, looks like the code's working so far. That's definitely going to be too much, especially to test it out and you just see what I'm doing. We'll do new flame spawn time. Once every 0.7 seconds. Just add it in the update, and then after it updates the texture, we're going to check. So it'll actually be a multiple of how often that's updated. That's fine. Then we add new flames. Just one of them. So here we need to go through the data and choose a random partially burnt point. Which is harder and more costly than it sounds. Like the way you'd randomize it is you'd go through all of the points and then put all of the partially burnt points in a list and then choose a random point from the list. Even if you tried to cheat it a little bit and choose a random row and a random column, and then choose a partially burnt point, like it's gonna be biased toward the top left and not random. I guess I could combine those two. That might be decent solution. Do a random row, random column. then store all the partial burnt points you find in the list, and then do a random one. That shouldn't be too costly. Well, you wouldn't do a random row and column, you just do like a random row, I guess. Do a random column. So for x is 0, x is less than burn data. Just hard code it because that's a is the width of the data, and then increment the x. Actually, we'll do it the other way. The way the data's set up, I have to do y. We'll do int. It's not right. Okay. It is right. Well, we're still doing random rows though. Okay, there's too much stuff to think about here. But I got it now. We want a random row, which is going to be the y. Exclusive. To convert it into the color data array, we're going to multiply it by 16 because it's just a single dimensional array. So now we need a list of indexes. Do if the burn data y plus x and it's a byte, so the r value is less than 255. And it's greater than, we want it to give it a little buffer off of 0. Let's do 50. Then that's a partially burnt point, so partial. And we're just storing the index. Easy. So I think I'm just gonna go really simple here. This could be empty if it picks the wrong roll. So I'm just gonna say if this is too obvious, when I test it, we'll change it, but we'll say if it's empty, we just add the new flame right in the middle of the object. rather than like randomly trying to pick another one or going through more data. Just be like, alright, we tried, put it in the middle. Otherwise, we have partially burnt spots to put it on, so not burn data. Don't even need rand, we just need an index. Random index. Now we can set the position to that index, which is going to be the position is centered minus. So you have area, which is sprite size. So area goes to negative. So we do plus area dot x. And then not sure to do plus or minus here. So the area y gonna go negative. Might have to flip this one, we'll see. So that'll be top left corner, or bottom left if I'm wrong. Plus, the x is going to be the random index of a partially burnt spot we just got. Mod 16 to get the actual x. Times sprite current rect width divided by 16. It's a lot of stuff, but I think that's right. And then the y is going to be plus index divided by 16. Make sure that's an int. Times the height divided by 16. Again, that might be minus. I think that's ready for a test. Kinda, maybe. I I need less flames to really tell. Let's use a bigger box. So the flame should spawn kind of anywhere in this black area. Okay, that's okay. That is partially burnt. Alright, that's fine. They need to fade out quicker if I'm doing it this way. And now there's no more partial. I think it's working correctly. Still not totally sure on the why. Let's see. Let's reduce the lifetime quite a bit. Okay, so it just fades after it's halfway done. They're like all in the center, like center row. So we'll get rid of the random movement for now, because I want to change that anyway. Maybe? Yeah, I think that's... those don't look that good. Yeah, those are definitely wrong. Yeah, I can't... That else spawn in the center is not going to look good when it's mostly gone. Alright. Hopefully... doesn't cause a performance hit. We're gonna have to the random partially burnt thing didn't grab it, we're just gonna go through all of them in order and just do the first one as a fallback. So the first one we find, we just say that's the index. We break out of that loop. Else the index is that, and then we do that down here. I think we still have a problem with the positioning. Like it just seems random because that shouldn't be there. Those shouldn't be there. They should just be on the little bits that are left. Finishes on the bottom left. That's kind of interesting. So, I mean, I guess that tells me where the index is. So it starts from the bottom. That's helpful. So it's negative area, so we want plus area y. Then yeah, we do want plus, that should be right. Confused. Let's do a little test. So we're going to, every time we spawn a new flame, instead of I'll just comment out that. Instead of what we want, an attempt at what we want, let's just do new flame. And we'll just copy it over. Position area plus, we'll say, we'll just use the test, this test variable as our index. That's just gonna go up by 1 every time we add a new flame. So you can visualize how our data appears on the object. Okay, that's what I thought. So 0, 0 is bottom left. And it looks like that, I mean, I think the stuff's right, so I'm not sure where the mistake is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And at that point, we're halfway. Probably crash when it runs out. Nah, it just gets stuck. Yeah, because that corrects it. Well, that was cool and all, but it didn't help. Like I can I can change the shader to like show colors and the data, but it's like a little, shouldn't have to. Like it seems okay. Maybe it's just a shader that's like, technically there's a spot there that's not. That's why I can't click stuff on the wrong thing. Is there any way to like copy this texture as is and like pull it up in an editor? I don't think so. I can kind of tell just from here there's like the edges get burnt slower because of the way the math works. I think that's my problem. I think everything else is fine. I can make a small adjustment on what is determined a burnt space, I think. Let's do that. See how that looks. Still like putting, I don't know why those are showing in the middle there. Like it's fine, that one's close enough, that one's a little iffy. It's like, I'm stupid, man. I am stupid. I was treating this as if 255 was unburnt and 0 is burnt, but it's actually flipped. That makes sense. That's why it wasn't working. So we want the unburnt to be greater than 0 and less than like 200. That makes sense. Alright, let's adjust this a little bit. Let's do like pretty unburnt. And then I'll fix those edge somehow. Why is it just staying there then? It ran out of ones to use if I do that. I think, yeah, I should just not add a flame if it's 0. Because if it just skips a random flame, it's not going to be noticeable. Otherwise, if it's like nearly burnt, you don't want to add more flames anyway. Doesn't get much more optimized than just not doing anything. So that's a plus. There we go. Okay, yep. And then why is it still doing that? It's because that's right there. Very nice, very nice. Just gotta fix those weird edges now. So the reason the edges aren't burning as fast as the rest is because the burn spreads from every partially burnt. If it's partially burnt here, then it just spreads to all its neighbors, and edges don't have as many neighbors as middle pieces. So let's counteract that by making them burn faster. So this is if X is on the left edge, then it adds burn to the point to the left. Otherwise, just add burn to itself, since you need it. And that's just so itself plus sure. And this is what spreads to unburnt stuff faster, so I'll just cut that out. I have to adjust this. So that's just the left edge. Missed it. Yeah, that went too fast. It's already fully burnt. I can just combine these two anyway. Just keep it simple. Do that. So the corners will get doubled, but it's fine. Just go slightly faster now. They're pretty smooth. Looks good. All right. Next detail. Let's get the actual. Add more flames. So let's move. That's fine. Yeah, I want last longer. That's what changed. I don't even use that anymore. Get rid of that. The lifetime back at 2. Make it 1. Looks pretty good. Let's add some random movement back. What if when I created a flame, I checked the neighboring data points, and wherever there's less burn, I give it like an angle to move toward, plus or minus some variation, and then it just very slowly kind of creeps in that one direction toward an unburnt area. It'll be subtle, but I think that'll look really nice. So let's give it a vector 2 velocity. Can't do that. Can't do that either. Alright, fine. So we'll give it a velocity, and we'll do the same creation function. Pass in the velocity. So the start flame could give it a velocity back toward the center. So start point's relative to the center, so I just need negative start point. Which is already scaled to the sprite size. Works pretty easy, I think. So then the new flames. Let's make sure that works first. So for now, the new flames will just be 0 velocity. So velocity. Let's see, this local position is x plus. I'll have to adjust move speed, I think, most likely. This will be too fast. Because right now that's just between -1 and 1. I do this a lot. Just gonna do that. Just gonna add a static. That's map. Adjusted delta time, which is just going to take into effect whether or not there's like a slow motion effect currently or not. Slight sidetrack here. I do want that in scene map though. Delta time, and then if there's scene map, alright, I'll go through and update all that in the code later on. Anyway, flame movement, lifetime plus game.adjusted delta time. This is going to be velocity times that, velocity y times that. Pay attention to what the starting flames do. Hopefully they move toward the center of the object. Okay, they started in random spots. That's not right. It should start in here. And they moved really weirdly. Huh. Work. away from it. These like bounds are wrong on that one. That's why it's... Why is that like that? So there's 3 small boxes, 1 medium, 1 large. With this. I forgot. Yeah, so the flames are, yeah, they're in the right spot, but I need to adjust the spread itself, which I already do. Damn. Forgot I did that. This would show the origin more clearly. Like 10 is like what I want. It's about the center of the flame. What? The bounds are offset weird. I don't understand why that is. It should be the reverse. Because that makes it even worse. Tell what I'm doing. So that's right. Why is this not? I feel like 10 should be enough. That doesn't make sense. That's why. It's because I need to adjust for. God damn. I need to adjust for that offset. Oh, finally. Jesus. Alright, so the sprite, the box itself isn't centered on its. Like the sprite of the box isn't centered, so I need to adjust for that. Ugh. I think I do use that when I'm actually setting the sprite or setting the new flames position, sprite position. I just don't do it in the area. So the X and Y, the width and height are fine. We just want to correct for the sprite position. Opposite. I think. Or maybe just the Y is. They ever go down far enough. Like it starts so high. just immediately add them to the corner though. Why? Why is it immediately adding one to the top left? It wasn't doing this before. I don't know what completely unrelated thing I changed that's making it do that now. It's like the first new flame it adds. Most of them are being added there. Doesn't make any sense. It's not even the 0 index either. This is wrong. So the flames parent is the sprite, and then the area is based on the object. Just do this, see if this helps. This start point, this right. Come on. It already does, yeah, I'm already doing that through the sprite reference. Sprite's parents transform. But this, so this, all this is doing, this is a shortcut to the sprite's transform, but I really want to do position. This is not a model behavior, it's just part of the thing, so it's I should probably just do a regular reference. Make that clearer. And the game object is the sprite's parent. Game object is the box itself, not the sprite of the box object. So we're going to do that, and then that just adjusts its randomness. Down here, when we make a new flame, parent it to game objects transform. I can do that up here, make that more clear. Position's going to be the game object's transform position. That was a lot of stuff. I probably missed something. Looks pretty decent. Why? How does that flame appear all the way up there? Like immediately, why? They all have one in the corner. Like that's all they're spawning on now. What the hell? It does create one there. Duh. Okay. Finally, that should fix that problem. Very good. I wanted to test the velocity, how fast are these first flames moving. Move a little faster than that. Right, and then Kind of skipping the math for the angle here. We'll just add some rough randomness. It'll randomize the actual speed itself a tiny bit, but that's fine actually. I'm gonna normalize it too. So that'll make me have to redo this. Figure out that later. So after it's normalized, then I can... I'm just thinking I have to normalize it so the flames move the same speed based on different sized objects. And normalize it again. So I think that should add like plus or minus like 30 degrees randomness to the initial flame velocity. Oh, they're all kind of moving now. Yeah, I guess they're both given the same. Well, they should still be different randoms. Like these two flames have the same velocity. Like, yeah, they're passed in the same velocity, but it should be randomized a little bit here. It's not, God, Unity, that's not detailed enough. Can't actually tell if it changes or not. So it does change. 46 to 49, 46 to 49. That one didn't change much. So like slightly. Maybe I just need to make it bigger. I think that would be too much. Maybe that helped. All right. Moving on. So when we spawn a new flame, we need to figure out what the starting velocity would be. I'm gonna bias it toward the top. So if, let's do index first. So if there's a row above, be a really giant ugly if else. So if there's a row above, check the burn data for this point above, and a higher number is more burned. So let's just say what am I gonna do? Doesn't have to be exact. Doesn't have to look all the way around and pick the exact least burned. So just like the first one that's like over a certain amount. Or it'd be less than a certain amount. I keep doing that. Even said it, but less than like 50 burn. Let's do 100. It's 100 if it's less than 100. Then we'll just be like, you got it. That's it. that's the velocity you want. So we'll do velocity is new vector 2, 0, positive 1. We'll just do, since there's random, I was gonna do up, down, left, right, and diagonals. But since there's random anyway, I'll just do up, down, left, right. That'll be way simpler. So this I can do if that, and the point above is unburnt enough. Gonna do that. Else for the other directions, next to be left. So if index is greater than, we want index mod 16. Is greater than 0. Then we can do index -1 to get the one to the left. Is below the threshold. This one would be -1, 0. And then reverse this for the right. If mod 16 is less than 15, index +1. It's going to be +1, 0. And then a similar thing here. If index is less than, less than or equal to 239. I think that's right. I'm scared that'll be like a hard to fix bug if I don't do that. Play it safe. And index +16. Well, there we go. Yeah, so it could be equal to 255 max. +16 is below the threshold, then we're going to do -1. It's going to go down. And then we'll just plug that in there. And they are going all over the place. I feel like they're mostly going down, which doesn't make sense. So they're all going downward. One going up. Let's take out that for now. So how is that backwards? Oh yeah, because it goes from bottom up. Okay. So that this part's fine. I just need to flip the y's. -1, that would be +1. good. Alright, back to here, add that back for the randomness. Looks good. Let's decrease the life, increase the movement speed a little bit, and randomize random value is less than 10% chance. I'm gonna do a medium flame. I saw a few medium flames. Mostly on the smaller box. I don't see any medium flames. Why did I do negative? That's why. There we go, there's a few medium flames. Make it a little more common. I think while I'm here, I'll just make this based on object size. Let's do large flame chance. Medium flame chance. So I have to make the area do that. Uncomment that to start out with more fire. So the area of the rectangle, the area of the area. We'll do is greater than, what's the large box, like 40 by 50 or something. Looks pretty good. I think I want to adjust the number of flames based on how big the object is. Also, there's like a weird delay between when the first flame hits and then when the next ones appear. That's why. I need to reset this to 0. And then decrease that to like 0.2 maybe. So every other. Pretty good. It's kind of like a little bit of weirdness at the end. What did I break? Why is it? Jeez. Sounds kind of bright. So I want to keep track of the percent that is burned and just stop adding flames after like 90% is burned. Update the data. We're just gonna straight total burn. Everyone to there, and then update burn percent to be total burn divided by 16 by 16 times 255. Get a total burn percent. So to test it, we'll do if the burn percent is greater than 0.5, stop adding flames. Let's see how that works. Well, did that add more flames later? How to do that opposite? Burn percent. It's the percentage of unburnt, if I do it like that. No, it's not. What? No, it should go 0 to 1. Oh, yeah. But I only want it, I had it right the first time. Ugh. As long as that's less than halfway burnt, add flames. Perfect. Now I just need to adjust this to like 90%. No more flames. So we won't have floating flames at the end. Needs to be a little less. Pretty decent. Let's see what other tweaks do I want to make. Still feels like there's kind of like a delay at the beginning. The next thing to do, well, that'll take a little bit of work. Another Boolean burnt. And then when the burn percent gets that high, really should do nah, that might be about right. This is gonna determine what the actual like object functionality is gonna do. We'll be checking that. Probably call something. never used that as game object functionality. Sprite parent. Let's add entity object. So now we can do if it's not burnt, we'll call the object burnt. So now we can go back to the breakable object and determine what to do when burnt is called. See what happens when I hit them as they're burning. It's good. Add some kind of detail, like I could have like the third phase of the box shown at the end, like a broken one that you can walk over that's like burnt. It's got the burnt shader on it, it's just there's no more flames. But I'm trying to think of a more generic, it has to be generic to work for all kinds of different objects. So like the breakable objects could do that on the ground, plus probably just like a burnt spot. Probably add that later on. Smoke later too. Breakable, I'm just making notes here. Leave burnt debris. And I need a generic burnt spot on the ground. And right now, the only thing this is going to do is just spider to false, I think. That should prevent it from taking any hits. The sprite will still be there. It's just invisible from the burn shader. Why does it immediately go away? It's not right. This is duh. I'm having trouble with that today. Else, if it's over, then we set the burnt and call the burnt method. That's pretty good timing. Seems about right. Alright, that's pretty good. Got some random other stuff to do next time. So yeah, that should be it for today's stream. Flames look pretty good. They're following the burnt areas. Why is there's like still a weird delay sometimes, but not always. Maybe it's fine. Maybe the new flames are just spawning on top of old ones and it looks like there's a delay, but the new flames, now that it's on the burn controller, it doesn't, they don't spawn based on, I'm gonna fade them out faster too. They don't spawn based on how many there are like they were before. What is this times 2? This will be the remaining. Stay 100% alpha for longer until 80% instead of 50% now. And then fade out kind of fast. That looks better. Alright, that's enough for today. I'll see y'all next